What's up guys, the Pop Punk Dad here, coming at you with an interview. On tour with the good buddies from Get Married, I met up with Kailynn West from the band Tiny Stills. Tiny Stills is an indie pop rock band from sunny California, and their latest record is Laughing in the Void. Kailynn and I talked about the band's unique chemistry, the tour with Anthony from BAYSIDE, as well as her indie pop punk covers on YouTube, plus a whole lot more. But before we get into that, why don't you just sub me up? Tell that like button to get over here. If not, well,
your soul will suffer forever.
Ring that bell to stay notified. Post Coron down in the comments. Today's question is going to be, do you have a distinct dialect native to the area that you live in? You can just let me know down below. So why don't we just roll that intro? What's up guys, it's the Pop Punk Dad here with Karen from Tiny Stills. Had to say it. I listened to the song Small Talk.
Yeah.
And it's funny because people can't get my name right, even though it's real easy. It's Braxton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Did that actually happen to you?
Yeah, so I wrote that in Minneapolis because I was at a show in Minneapolis and I kept introducing myself as Kailynn and everyone kept saying Karen, and it happened multiple times that night and I was like, that's it.
There's
I was like,
totally an L in there somewhere.
It's going in a song. Well, sometimes I mumble when I say my name, so.
So you guys are about halfway through your tour right now. How's tour been?
It's been good. It's been really hot because it's a summer tour.
Yeah.
We have air conditioning in the van. That's nice. There are 8 seats in the van, and there are 7 people. So I'm always sitting very close to somebody.
No nap time.
No nap time. Yeah, just kind of feels like an airplane, but it's a van. But it's been going really well. I've really liked coming to new cities.
You guys have a pretty crazy lineup. You have Tony, who used to play Most of Today's soundtrack.
Yeah.
You have Zach, who played with Britney Spears.
Yeah.
And Harry graduated from Berkeley.
Yeah.
And you're an audio engineer. How is that chemistry?
It's good. We don't fight or anything. We definitely have our own opinions about music, but I definitely trust their opinions and their judgment with musical decisions and songwriting stuff. It's pretty. We're pretty simpatico, honestly.
Awesome.
Yeah, even though we're pretty different. And I trust Tony a lot. I like him. I've always liked him. I was a fan before I knew him.
Oh, I'm totally a fan.
Yeah, so it's good. I love playing with them.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Off camera, and I was saying that you did audiobooks.
Mm-hmm.
How was that experience? Because it's got to be completely insane.
Yeah, audiobooks, it's kind of like running a marathon. I describe it that way because it's like you are recording for 6 hours at a time. When you think of like a song that lasts for 2 minutes, you might do the same thing over and over again and record the same part over and over again, but you're recording new material for like 6 hours when you do an audiobook. And I do a lot of directing, so I'll direct and I'll make sure the pronunciations are correct and the words, they're reading the right words on the page, so I'll follow along. But it's a tedious, like kind of time-consuming job, but it's fun when you get a good book you like.
So your guys' hustle is pretty crazy. Falling is like flying. You guys wrote notes with the download cards on it because you ran out of your physical copies.
Oh yeah. So that's the story behind that. Is that in 2015 I was playing for a band called What's Eating Gilbert.
Okay.
And they were opening for Anthony Ranieri and AW. And
BAYSIDE, right?
BAYSIDE, yeah. And so we played one show as What's Eating Gilbert, and then they had a family emergency and had to drop off the tour. And Anthony of BAYSIDE asked me if I wanted to keep going and open all the shows. And so I naturally like freaked out. I had been preparing to play for What's Eating Gilbert for like two-week rehearsals and months before then, preparing this material, and I hadn't been practicing Tiny Stills at all. I didn't even have a guitar. So when I got to the first gig, which was in Ybor in Florida, I took the napkins from the bar and I wrote down at Tiny Stills, I wrote down the contact information, and I sold download codes. So I didn't even have merch that first tour, so that was pretty crazy.
So you guys are on tour right now with Get Married.
Yeah. They're really nice. They're a lot younger than me, So I'm they keep calling me Mama West, which I don't appreciate at all. But they're really fun, and I like them a lot. And they've been playing as Tiny Still's backing band for this tour because the members that you mentioned couldn't make this tour, and we planned this tour in the spring before we had even talked about doing more tours as a full band. So this plan got kind of hatched a little bit before everybody else could do it.
So it's like Get Stills right now.
It's like Get Stills or like Get Tiny. Yeah, it's like it's been pretty fun though.
Could
They're
call it
cool.
the Get Tiny tour.
I know, that's what I've been calling it. Is it Get Tiny 2018?
It's awesome.
Yeah.
You sang on one of their songs.
Yeah, I did. Jeezy Beach.
Did the tour come about through that?
So I went on tour with them in the spring of this year as an acoustic opener for a Pacific Northwest run, and then they asked me to sing on the record, and I sang on the record, and then we decided we were going to do this longer tour.
Awesome.
But actually, fun fact about their new record, which they just put out on this tour, the cover of that jukebox is actually, it's my parents' jukebox.
I saw that on Facebook.
Yeah, because they saw that when we were staying with my parents on that tour, and they said, we want that to be the album cover, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So they happened.
That thing is rad.
That happened later. Yeah, that's kind of a family, we've
Heirloom?
been passed down through the generations.
Where'd it come from?
I don't know where it came from. Probably Pittsburgh, honestly.
Really?
They're from Pittsburgh.
Are you originally from Pittsburgh?
My family is, but I'm from Hershey.
Hershey.
So they met, like my mom and dad met here at like Harbrack High School, which is now called something else. But they are Pittsburgh. My dad worked in the steel mill.
Oh, awesome.
And my grandpa worked in the steel mill. Yeah. So like we're very Pittsburgh. Like everything about it. Like I say gum band, you know?
Oh, nobody knows what the hell it is.
Oh yeah, I know.
Or,
it sucks.
Buggy.
What is that one?
Buggy.
What's Buggy?
It's a shopping cart.
Oh yeah. See, I don't know that
Jagger
one.
bush.
I don't know Jagger bush.
Jagger bush is a thorn bush.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jagger bush. Do you say whoosh?
Whoosh?
I say, yeah, because I say that. I've tried to not say that. I get made fun of for that.
Have you ever had one of your own shows like get canned or rain out or anything?
We had the police called on a house show on this tour, so that was as close to getting canceled as we've gotten.
There was a band that I just interviewed called Keep Flying, and they had a show like that too. Like they're like, gotta shut it down.
Police?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had the police called on us in, where were we? Denton? I think it was Denton, Texas.
Speaking of your guys, like Total Hustle, you guys had a Kickstarter that
Yeah.
completely blew away the number you wanted to get.
Yeah. Yeah, so doing a Kickstarter is like really stressful because
I'd imagine.
I mean, when you put the number that you need to make something, you think, oh my God, I'm never gonna make this. How am I gonna make this?
Yeah.
And then you think like just how badly you want it. And the first week of the Kickstarter, I stayed up every night till like 4 in the morning, checking and refreshing and like posting and like doing all of the things. And I got really, really sick the third week of the Kickstarter. And because I was stressed out and I wasn't sleeping and I was getting up for work and I was doing, you work 2 jobs when you're a musician all the time, or maybe 3 or 4, depending if you do booking or you do, whatever else you do. But it was stressful and really, it was rewarding and shocking that it did so well. And I'm, honestly super flattered and excited that it did. Everything that I raised on that Kickstarter went towards making the record and promoting it and, helping to pay for studio stuff.
Awesome.
So it got used well, but it was really stressful.
What is the most obscure, like, Kickstarter reward that you've ever seen? Like, out of somebody's, not your own, but like out of
someone else's?
Yeah.
I think experience-based rewards are pretty interesting. I've seen a few, like, cool rewards where you get to interact with the people who are putting on the Kickstarter. I can't think of anything in particular. I offered high school poetry that I had written. I had done a spoof of Blink-182's The Pants Song. Do you remember? Or the Party Song, sorry. I called it the Pants Song because I wrote it about a pair of pants I wanted to buy at Hot Topic that my mom wouldn't let me get. So I wrote different words to the party song about these pair of pants.
Same melody and beat and stuff though?
Like, I want to go to a party. I found these pants, and like it's just all about these pants that I wanted.
I think that needs to be a deep cut on the next
Oh my
record.
God. I had the original, like, I wrote them out and I sent them to someone. Someone picked that as a reward. So somebody got the original lyrics that I had
They need to
written in
Instagram
high
that back
school.
or something.
I know. I took a picture of it, but yeah, it's pretty funny.
Speaking of like songs you guys do, you have a YouTube channel and it's mixed with songs that you do as well as covers. and
Yeah.
you've done like, obviously you did Motion City soundtrack.
Yeah.
So you're a fan of them.
That was a request, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, most of them are requests.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I don't often pick the songs that I cover on YouTube. Usually people just ask me to do them and I do them. So that was one of my Kickstarter rewards too. So people picked a bunch of those songs. And I like Motion City.
Yeah. Do you do any covers live with Tiny Stills?
I was doing a Saves the Day cover for a while. I was doing a Matches cover for a while, but I'm not doing any of those on this tour. Yeah.
What is next for you guys after this tour?
So we're touring down to Fest for fall of 2018. So we just announced actually today we're doing Boston and New York, and then some other dates in the South down to Fest. And that's gonna be fun. And
Is that in Florida?
That's in Gainesville, Florida. Yeah, so we're doing an East Coast run, and other than that, 2019 is kind of gonna be I don't know, it's a blank slate right now. So I'm hoping to do more touring, kind of come back out and do some more stuff. Maybe some new music, maybe a split, I don't know. We kind of gotta figure it out. Yeah, gotta talk to everybody.
This has been the Pop Punk Dad with Kailynn of the Tiny Stills. Hey, now that we're at the end of the video, why don't you just like, comment, subscribe, stay notified. Why don't you give us a share on over to anyone who's from Pittsburgh or the southwestern Pennsylvania area. I'd like to thank Kailynn from the Tiny Stills for taking the time to talk to me. You can check out all their music, merch, shows, other stuff in the link on down below. Make sure you listen to Tiny Stills' latest single, La La, as well as the rest of Laughing in the Void and their YouTube cover songs. And above all else, don't forget to stay pop punk. Later.